Hi, this is Jessica. This is the presentation for Unit 13, the final major project, which is a short film that I've produced about having auditory processing disorder. I chose to make a film about having APD because I found that lots of people around me don't really understand what it is, and I wanted to inform and educate other people about what APD is and how it affects me. From looking at my proposal, there's the third draft, which is the final at the bottom. I've identified my target audience, which is people who have APD, who may want to learn more about it, and also people who know someone with APD, to show what having APD can be like, and also to show them how they can help someone with APD to manage and understand other people. For this project, I carried out a lot of research. I did lots of secondary research because APD is a medical condition. There's lots of journals online and lots of patient websites that have lots of information about APD. Most of them focus on children with APD, which I didn't like so much because adults do have APD. Children with APD grow up to be adults with APD. From all of the research that I got, I summarised it into this kind of really big table, which shows I listed all of the symptoms of APD that I could find, as well as descriptions of what APD is and other terms for APD. And I also included here all the tests that I've had while I was being diagnosed with APD. Because APD is something that actually affects me, it would be useful to show how I've been affected by it and the tests that I've had while I was being diagnosed. I've also looked up similar media products to do with hearing impairment, deafness and disability generally. For part of my similar media products, I looked up shows like Sherlock and the short film Squirrel, which shows kind of what the effects of APD could be like. I also looked at Doctor Who because one of the two-part episodes in the later series features a deaf actress, Sophie Stone. I was really excited when I saw her on screen because it was actual representation of disabled people on TV. I also carried out primary research. I created a survey on SurveyMonkey about disability generally. From my research, I found out that I should include specific sort of medical information to actually educate people about what APD actually is, because if you've not heard of it, people are unlikely to know what it is or what it means. This page on my Wix page shows the practical skills I've developed during this project. These are some test shots that I ended up not using. These are the audio files of the voiceover that I used for my FMP, and below that there's also a recording that I took during a meeting with my hearing therapist. Below that I have some examples of Foley, early videos and test shots, and my title sequence. And I've also got a gallery of specific editing techniques I've used, such as changing the duration of clips, showing the audio meter, because audio was a really important part of my film, and also creating compound clips and selecting the best audio clips for my narration. And this is one editing technique which I couldn't really show through screenshots, so I'm going to show it here. These shots of people's ears, they didn't really transition smoothly, so what I did was cropped the image so that the ears would more or less match up, and I think it gives it a much smoother transition between each shot. So to conclude, I think during this project I've definitely gained a lot of skills in terms of editing to manipulate the audio and make the audio sync up well with the video. I think in terms of fulfilling the criteria of the brief, I think I have done that, because as I set out in my proposal, my aims with this film were to inform and educate other people about APD, to show them the effects of APD, and to show others how they can help someone with APD. And I think I've included all those elements in my film. And I think I've achieved those aims because looking at my feedback, you can see most, if not all, of my respondents said that, in particular, the group discussion was particularly effective. I've created a product which fits my target audience, and I'm pleased with the overall product.